All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. Woo-wee. One more day, y'all. One more day to the month of January. Wow. This month, in my opinion, it flew by. I mean, it was like um busy, but man, it flew by. I'm feeling good today, a little tired. Had some ups and downs this month, some rough spots, but you know, still here, gonna make it through and all of that. Got my good old mango drink, what is called Boathouse Farms. Love me some mangoes. Love mangoes. But yeah, I'm sitting over here at this parking lot, at this bank. Had to find a safe place to park. All these places, so many don't park here, post it and all of that. I'm very early for my 10 o'clock appointment. It's like 9:15 right now when I'm doing this recording or so. And I had a quick, I guess you follow up to a loan application they needed me to do. So I went out and did that. What else? I got some kind of Geico thing to do where this person needs to fill out some paperwork for Geico. So I'm gonna go do that. That's just $40. The one that I did this follow up was $25. So the money's coming in. Got something to do with my, what's it called? Direct client, all of that. So like right now I'm real somber. I'm serious. I mean, this has been a busy month, just taking as much work as I can. So I'm sort of like, okay, yeah, this is the end of the month. Now I'm planning on, getting ready for next month. I already got 2 appointments. I got 4 today. Well, 2 closings today. And then those other 2 general notary work things. And then I got 2 closings tomorrow. I got 2 on Thursday the 1st. And one of them's at 6 in the morning. So that's the best time for that guy to meet. And it was an open time of TBD. That was the one I told you I got the other day, I think. I think that was the one I got something in. Yeah, that was the one I got at 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's all booked for 6 in the morning. And then I got one at 6:30. So I got the middle of the day wide open. House inspections was very light, I think. And I got a couple to do today. I think I did probably barely $400 worth of house inspections today, this month. So, I got 1 house inspection. So I'm not even going to I don't even think I'm going to do $400 in that, which is half of what I have been doing. I've been really pulling in $800. So took a hit there and stuff. So this is why I keep sharing with y'all. We just got to get out here and do the work. February, I don't know. Of course, I don't know what February looks like. Hopefully with these loan applications that I've been doing in the next couple of weeks, there'll be some closings on some refis that they're doing for the veterans. It's a lot of vets doing refis, and I did a lot. And if I had, hopefully by Friday, I would have been able to take time out and tell y'all how many refis I did this month, because I've done a couple of refis this month. I think maybe 5 or 6. But I'm not saying things are back, but you just got to go with the flow. So and I talked about this before, but I'm gonna say it again about cloud signing. Cloud signing does a lot of loan modifications for like $20. All it is that you're doing one print of the documents 3 times. So it's a file that has 3 copies of the document. The first 2 you're going to get signed and notarized, and the last one you leave to the customer. It doesn't take that long. It's probably maybe 2 notarizations in there, at the most 2. You just have to make sure they sign their name that's on the line, do the year with the 4-year with the 4-digit 2024. They got these little pre-printed stickers on there, like sign here. Don't, make sure, like, if this is the sign here sticker, they can't right over top of that. None of their signature can touch all of this stuff. It's a little quirky, but it'll get you some experience and all of that. For those of you in Texas, Notary Go, I've said it before, Notary Go is doing a lot of cash out refis. Y'all need to figure out where y'all can meet at an attorney's office in their atrium, vestibule, or something. On my community tab, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a video that I put up there that I did before about Texas cash out refis. And Notary Go has a lot of them. They don't pay a lot for them, but Notary Go has a lot of cash out refis. You just have to find a place to do them. Because Texas has certain little rules, and you need to follow those rules. And one of the rules is that you have to be at a bank, at a a lender or a title office. So trying to pay to be at a title office might not be advisable, because I think they're paying either 60 or 80 for those from Notary Go, and the title offices want you to pay $40. So no, that's not a good business move. But if you can find a place that has an attorney's office in an office building, and then they have like a cafeteria, you can use that. And you look at the state law, it doesn't say you have to physically be in the attorney's office, but you have to be at their physical address. So read the Texas law, contact your Secretary of State, make sure you understand it, and go out there and do those Texas cash out refis. And yes, some of them you might have to drive a little ways too. Same thing with these loan mods. What's happening right now is that a lot of companies, they are having to expand into the rural areas of different states in order to get business. They're having a real hard time with people in the inner city part, because they've already been, marketed to and bought stuff. So now the only people that they really got to market to, or that's interested, are the people out in the rural areas. Well, of course, there's not a whole lot of notaries, if any, out there in those locations. Now, you can always remind them or share with them. Best mango juice. Boathouse Farms. This is the best mango juice I've ever had. You can counter and say, hey, I would like a little bit more, and just be a little more, and just be articulate in explaining why, because of the distance, this, that, and the other. I mean, even to the point of saying, well, it's this is how much time that it's going to take, an hour and a half round trip, and if there's tolls and all of that, let them know if it's rush hour. You see what I'm saying? All of that. Now that'll be up to them whether or not they come back and honor what you're requesting. And then you just make it something fair. Try to make it fair. Whatever that you deem is fair, just give good reason why you want that. And some companies, if they can't find anybody, they'll be like, okay, we'll go, we'll roll with you. I was talking to somebody last week, and they were saying how they spoke to a signing company owner, and the signing company owner was saying, which I've said, that they have requirements that comes from their clients. So you have, y'all know I like to use my little visuals and stuff. So let's do it this way. So you have the title company. Okay, we got the signing company, we got the title company, and then we got the lender. So the signing company and the title company and the lender can have different requirements for notaries. The lender can say, we want a notary that got a year experience with 15 closings or 20 closings under their belt. That's what the lender want. Or the lender says, we just need a notary. We just need a notary that knows what they're doing, ... Okay? Then you have the title company and the signing company. The signing company can have a requirement saying, well, we'll work with people who got 10 closings under their belt or 15 closings under their belt and a year's experience. The title company, which is where I'm seeing that it's mostly coming from, the title company is saying, you got to have 2 years. You got to have 200 signings. And when you have that, the signing company's hands are tied. So yes, you are available, you are interested, but they're saying we don't want someone with your background, which again is why I keep saying take orders. And you listening to these folk who keep saying don't take them and counter and have them to pay you more, I get that. But when you have nothing that you've done in 6 months to a year, when you got 10 or less, you need to get some more. That's what you need, so that then you can meet their criteria. So they have a criteria. Unfortunately, you don't know what it is because they don't disclose it. They don't have to. All you can do is just hit the button. They look at your profile. You got nothing in there. They move to the next one. And the only way that they can get you, they'll use you, is if there's absolutely no one else and they somewhat feel confident that you can do it, which leads into the interview questions that they try to put us through to prove that you know what you're doing, which backs up the claim that I've said from day one. You need to articulate in your profile what you're doing. So y'all see how all of this is tying in together? But when you take everything that I just said and you lay it against what other people are saying, you don't need a profile, or, just tell them you're a notary, this, that, you know what I'm saying? You don't have a profile. Just tell them I'm a brand new notary. I have white glove service. I'm a blue chip notary. All these little catchphrases. And you ain't got to tell nobody about how many closings you've done. And don't use SnapDocs. How you going to get? And they looking in there, they're like, okay, well, you ain't got nothing. And then don't take any orders that's less than $100. So you missed out. So just imagine there's this valley of $100 to $200 orders. But in order to get to that, you got to go through the valley or the forest of these $50, $60, all of that. And as you go through, like different levels, like playing a video game, you'll get there. Like that picture where the guy's chopping and on the other, digging the tunnel, and on the other side is right where the diamonds are, but he quits just before he gets there. And I'm telling y'all, don't quit. But the problem is a lot of you haven't started. So you need to start, get going, taking orders. This is your business. That way, because see, here's the thing. You're promoting who you are to this company. You're saying to this company, I got what it takes to give you to service your customers. You listening to somebody telling you don't do that. How you can't use their profile and their experience to get business for you. You can't. You can't sit there and say, well, Earl said not to take these orders, so I'm not. Now Earl got 150, 200 orders under his belt, so now that he's feeling a little, cocky and smelling himself, so he's like, okay, I ain't taking nothing unless it's ... He's telling you that, but you can't take any of what Earl has done and use that in your profile to say, hey, pick me, because I'm just like Earl. How many you've done? I ain't done none, but I'm just like Earl. I'm just as good as Earl. Well, how many have you done? But then when you go back and look, Earl can't prove to you that every order that he has done has been $100 or more. That's the thing. If anybody's complaining about doing an $80 order, that means they can't say, I've never done an $80 order, that everything I've done has been over this amount. But that $80 order, those $20, $80 orders or whatever, is what they're using, is in their profile. See, my thing is this. When you think about it, this is what needs to happen then. If you've done, and this is to all the people who keep saying don't take these orders, this, that, and other. If you've ever done any order, a number of orders that is less than $100, in your total number of closings that you've done, don't include them. Don't include those. because you said that's beneath you. So why would you want anybody to know that you ever did that number of orders under $100? Don't include them. If you got 125 orders under your belt, take out the 80. Take out the one, however many you have done. If you've done 100 that was 80 or less, then take out those 100. Now you're just sitting at 25. That's your real number. That's your true number that you feel that needs to be told to people. I've only done 25. How long you been in the business? Oh, a year and a half. Okay, next. But no, what you do is you say, well, I've done 125. But I thought you said 20. Well, I mean, I got these other orders that I've done. Well, why didn't you include them? You're not going to say, well, because they was under $100. No. But you're not even going to exclude them. So here you have these orders that's under $100 that you've done. You're not excluding them from your total count. But you don't even want us to take orders under $100. So when we go head to head and trying to get a job, a notary assignment, who do you think they're going to pick, people? The person who looks like they got more work. Because the companies don't care how much you paid, how much you have been paid. All they care about, do you have the experience? And you're sitting here showing, these people starting to walk around, I get a little nervous sometimes. You all of a sudden, and then here you are with nothing, because you're competing against the same people who are telling you no. If especially if they live in your area, you're competing against that person who's saying, don't take this order. Okay, they send them the order because, hey, they got experience. They don't send you the order, and you're like, I can't get the order. And they secretly get it because they know they need to make money. Does it make sense? Tell me in the comments. Does that make sense? So this is where we're at, people. Do you? That's the saying, over and over again. Do you? Don't worry about me over here. Let's do that. Man, this bad boy good. I'm getting ready to get on out of here. Drive on over to the lady. Get her taken care of at 10. Then I got 12 o'clock. Then go knock out my house inspection and stuff. Now, another piece of advice, and this can happen sometimes. Sometimes you might forget, like you be printing and you ripping and running, and you might forget to bring with you the customer's copy. Or a lot of times what has happened, I'll be at a Starbucks or someplace that's, with a little tiny table, so you can't give, it's like, okay, I'm going to leave the customer's copy in my bag, and then you leave, and you're like, okay, good, see you later, sir, or ma'am, or whatever, and then you forgot that the customer's copy was still in your bag. All you need to do is, you call them and meet them up somewhere, drive it over to them later. If, like one time, twice it happened where the person was going out of town, and they were just here visiting. They was flying back out of town. They were just here visiting or whatever. And I met them here, and I was like, oh man, I forgot to give them the copy. I just FedExed it to their home address. I called them, hey, I forgot to give you your copy. I said, it's okay if I FedEx it to your home address? They said, yeah, no problem. So those kind of things you may have to do. I don't think anybody really talks about it, but that has happened a couple of times. That happened last night. So after I finished my first couple of signings, after my 12 o'clock signing, I'm going to go drop these documents off to the lady's house. I was rushing last night trying to get everything prepped for her. We met at the Starbucks, and then I was sitting here getting ready to hand her the thing, and I looked in my bag. I'm like, oh man, I left it on my printer. So it can happen. It can happen. It's not a huge major mistake. And since she doesn't live that far from me, I told her and her husband, she was the main signer, her husband was there. I said, I'll drop them off to y'all on today. And it was like, no problem. So I'm going to put them in like a UPS bag, seal it up, and stick it on their porch. And then I'll, take a picture and text that to them and let them know where it's, and all of that good stuff. So they said, oh, that's no problem. They said, appreciate that. Because it was getting late, and it was going to be too much for me to try to drive home and have them wait there and all of that. So they agreed that, yeah, that's no problem. Just bring it to us tomorrow. So things like that can happen, y'all. Things can happen. So y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all as always. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And as always, if there are topics that y'all want me to discuss, let me know. Somebody sent me a topic they want me to discuss, and I'm doing some research on it right now. And I'm probably talk about it on Friday, if depending on when I finish the research. If I finish the research sooner, we'll talk about it. I'll hop up here and do a video sooner, but I might not get done until Friday. Until Thursday or something like that. Wednesday, Thursday. Well, today Tuesday, so I mean tomorrow. So if I don't get it done, finished by today, then that means I'll do it on Friday and stuff. But we'll figure it out. All right. Y'all have a good one. Peace.